One of the options presented to the city as part of the core review was a smaller council. It would save the city some money, but the experts say it may not be the wisest idea.
8 councillors and the mayor grace the chambers at City Hall, but in its core review document, KPMG suggests there could be a savings of as much as $72,000 a year if the number of councillors is dropped to 6. But some say the job is too big to shave the numbers.
It's a greatly expanded job these days compared to, say, 20 or 30 years ago. Municipal governments are required to do much more these days than they were in the past. So it makes sense to have a strong cohort of councillors to do all of those, play all of those roles within the municipality.
Councillor Garth Frizzell finished 7th in the race a year ago, but that's not the reason he feels 8 is a sound number.
The more councillors and the more diversity we have, the better result we get. It's about the balance between, do you want a fast decision, do you want a cheap decision, or do you want a good decision? And I think it's better with more councillors in. Now the balance is not having too much, of course.
Many jurisdictions in Canada employ what's called a ward system, in which a city is divided into regions and civic officials are elected by the voters in that ward.
If you look at us, if you look at Prince George, the size of the budget, the size of the cost, and then the huge size of the municipality, that might be something to look at. The challenge with a ward system is the responsibilities. And again, this whole question is, how do you divide, how do you make power effective and fair at the same time?
However, BC doesn't have any communities under a ward system. Gary Wilson doesn't believe in it because municipal leaders need to represent the entire community, not just the interests of their ward.
In BC, we have this situation of councillors representing the entire community. So, you know, I think that's important that you have representation not only from different parts of the community, but also different segments of the community, whether it's based on gender, ethnicity, or class, or all of these other variables.
The community charter sets out that a municipality with a population of 50,000 or more must have 8 councillors. That can only be changed with a referendum, something staff are looking into for the next civic election. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.